I want to speak to you today about how much of the world is fake. When we were growing up, we were always taught to observe, to respect our elders, not to talk if our elders are speaking, have manners to your elders, have manners to those persons who you came and saw, and all of that we were taught. And then there was this issue relating to Hollywood. A number of us possibly may not have been born and had the privilege of having television, but you'd have radio. And when we actually got television, for those who didn't have television, we'd actually use the television to actually be entertained by a number of persons or a number of groups or a number of individuals, including Bill Cosby, Sanford and Son, etc. But when I am now looking at what is unfolding in terms of what's on your screen, which is Hollywood, I'm asking my question: how much of it is fake? How much of Hollywood is fake? How much of Hollywood is pure acting? Acting to the point where there's no demarcation between real and fake. How much of it? It appears to me, having looked at what unfold with Michael Jackson, Prince. You want me to continue? George Jefferson, Bill Cosby. I'm wondering, Epstein, Sean Diddy Combs, Suge Knight. Do you want me to continue? I'm wondering a bit how much of it is fake. How much of this world that we're living in is fake. I want you to pay attention carefully to how it is that the actors on this world stage, which is shown to us through the lens of cameras, substantially structured and governed by Hollywood, is pure fake acting. And it seems as though the actors are so much acting that they do not know when they have crossed the line between fake and real. And this is the part I don't seem to understand with the acting phenomenon in this world. How much of it is fake? How much of it is real? Now it's clear from looking at everything that this world has to begin to deconstruct all of this Hollywood issue. And I'm going to leave this video with you to actually observe and to review. Because it's clear, based on current observations, looking at what is happening to Hollywood, that the entire thing is a stage. And I'm asking, what exactly is it stage for? And I'm going to give you the answer right now. Simple: to deceive you. The deception is so real that a number of persons think that what they see in Hollywood, which is a grand fake stage, is really true. To the point where they will do anything to be likened to Hollywood. At one point in Hollywood, a beautiful woman would have to be one very slim. And Hollywood has been trying to push that more and more on people to the point where now Hollywood now apparently has given up somewhat, that they are now looking at a different type of beauty. A beauty that is actually medium built, high thigh, huge buttocks, small waist, and a petite face. That is beauty. That's now the current fake stage. And most of the women have bought this fake stage to the point where they go to Dominican Republic and other places to get bottom tuck, facial implant, various reconstructive surgeries for the beauty. And all of it is being sold by Hollywood as real. And we don't seem to understand that all of that is just a stage. A number of us are caught within the stage. Sometimes I'm really wondering to myself, I haven't seen a number of things that are unfolding. as to who is Jada Pinkett Smith and who is Will Smith. I don't seem to understand, but the entire thing is just weird. And I am saying to myself, having looked at what is actually going on now, that you are told to get an education. When you get an education, you suffer just like the others. Or you marginally is better off than having not had the education. So I'm asking myself the question, what is real in all of this? You are actually told to keep the law. And when you keep the law, you're the only one that gets shafted. Or you're the only one that is abused. We are told to get married. And when we get married, you are deceived by the woman who did not want to get married in the first place, but all she wanted was your wealth. So I'm asking myself the question again, how much of this world that we are living in is fake? A number of you are only thinking that Hollywood is only Hollywood, only fake. But how much of the life that you are living is also a fake? You dress every day seeking to impress somebody else that is on the outside that you're doing well, living well. So you dress a particular way, you eat particular things, and many times you're unable to afford it. How much of what you are living is replicating, reflecting on just the same thing that is unfolding in Hollywood? I'm saying to you, we are living a fake reality. What you are living, what I am living, is a fake reality. And the more I examine, construct, and deconstruct what obtains in Hollywood, in the media, in life, I'm realizing that this is a stage. The entire thing that we are called life living is simply, well, a game, a stage. And we are controlled by a system, a structure that we don't even understand. And I'm going to ask you to look at some things for me. Do your homework. One, the pharmaceutical companies. Observe who they are and how they control things. The food industry, look at what they are doing and see if they aren't a part of this big control. The banks, the insurance companies, the government, all of these entities, institutions, organizations, businesses are there to keep the fake game playing. And all we are doing, we are just the viewers of the game, the bystanders in the game, and we are the ones who are the pawns who are shafted every second of a day. What a life we are living. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see the game? But the thing is, if you try to take yourself out of the game, they call that part suicide. And they make suicide becomes, listen carefully, they make suicide a demon to the point where you don't want to take yourself out of it. They make suicide such a thing that persons fear death so much that they live in the game and be a repeated player, even though you recognize that you're a pawn in the game. How are you going to escape this game? I'm asking the question, how are you going to escape this game? I have my answer, I have my solution, I have my perspective. But I want you to think, ladies and gentlemen, about this fake life that you're living and decide whether you want to stay, whether you want to remain, and how much of it you are willing to play. All of this is fake. All of it. The very actors don't even know that they are living, acting fake in this world that they think they are living real. The players are the actors, and the manipulators are also actors. But the only thing in the game is that the players and the viewers are the pawns in the game. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide trusted information for you to look into, examine, and decide where you want to go. Let's have a discussion on the matter. I want to hear your opinion because this life that you are living is it more fake than a number of you think it is.